live. And there we are.
Woo! Ooh woo!
Woo woo!
Take the hunt! Happy Saturday! Look at that! Ooh woo! Ooh woo! Oops. My wet palette needs more hydration. There you go. Do. The Dark Knight Primary. Hello. Jason M. Hey everyone. James Cameron Clark. Morning. Sean. Hello. Cal Zerokai everyone. Chris Franklin. Good afternoon.
Woo! Hot damn.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Schmucksy, your wet palette looks more hydrated than me.
That's fun.
Michael Jorgensen, looks like you survived your keyboard debacle from yesterday. Yeah, I was able to convince everybody that mechanical keyboards are dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that you convinced everybody.
Yeah.
Every single human being.
Mm-hmm. Do I have any dry brushes that are clean?
No.
Well, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, that one's clean. That one's clean too. Oh my gosh, did I actually clean these?
Whoa.
I think I need to retire some of these brushes and maybe get some new ones.
You're going to do a burial at sea?
I think I might try to make something out of the old ones, or like a little decoration or something.
I like my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where was it? Where was it? George Gajardo. Get out, George. Harsh, bro. It's from Models and Memories.
The Dark Knight Prenny. I lost the instructions for my wet palette. I've never used one before. Anything I should be aware of before I just dunk the sponge in water? Nope, the sponge is standard sponge operations. You dunk it in water. Usually the instructions are for the palette paper. If you bought the Mastersons, you're supposed to actually soak the paper in boiling water. But I didn't really like the Mastersons paper anyway, so I just swapped it out for parchment paper that I ran under the sink for a second.
There you go. Love a good second.
Depresticon. Hey Jay, I'm just started an Ultramarines army. What are some of your favorite units from the Marines roster to paint? Well, you just started. You definitely got to get yourself some troops and an HQ units. The new Captain in Gravis armor with close combat weapon looks sick. Although I don't think you can buy it yet, so maybe don't get that one because you can't. But yeah, probably some intercessors or whatever troop choice seems most interesting to you. Assault intercessors. Are all of the intercessors? Or like, are all of the primary Space Marine guys in the troops choice? Like the infiltrators, incursors, reavers. I bet reavers are elites because reavers suck. Reavers have been real bad ever since they first were invented. And then they got even worse when they came out with incursors and infiltrators because they have the really fun special rules that reavers probably should have had. Richard Weston just started a Necron army. Any tips? Probably want to get some Necron warriors or Necron immortals. They're both troop choices.
You might need some metal paint.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how you want to paint them.
Do I have tan? Yes. Just a tiny little bit. I need to get more bone white one of these days.
Jefferson J. Thacker. Makeup brushes?
No, these are Army Painter dry brushes. And I really like them because they're not that expensive compared to like other dry brush artist open. Whew. Yeah, but compared to other dry brushes, these are pretty darn cheap.
Wow. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hope you're feeling good. Wow. Blue Eyes just finished my Dark Elder Incubi. It took me 1 week.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Pretty good turnaround.
The Incubi are great models. I think they're really cool. I have a bunch of Incubi in metal.
Nice.
Isn't that fun?
And I'm sure they're loads better than the new plastic ones, right?
Oh yeah. Once you go metal, you never go back.
Jacob Wilcox. Whoa, stream! Here's a question. I'm trying to build some Necron Battlefleet Gothic ships for my from the Praetorian bits. As I've heard it's a good place to start. Any tips, tricks, or guidance? Thank you. I have no idea about that game, the Battlefleet Gothic. I'd say wherever you got the idea to build Necron ships out of Praetorian bits, I'd say go to there as a source of information and guidance. I mean, maybe use plastic glue.
Yeah. It's interesting though.
Mm-hmm.
Making them out of bits. Flipnote Dude 88 finally got the Krieg built up.
Nice.
Prime tomorrow.
Krieg.
That is fun.
I built some Krieg.
I did not. Just want to put that out there. But I am doing some building right now. I just said maybe I'll put together some witches.
Oh my god.
I have them, and I just don't want to do them.
You know, there's a really great video called something that'll tell you exactly how the ideas behind a witch kill team.
Well, I am not going to watch it, and I'm just going to put it together and see what happens. That's what I'm going to do. I looked at the thing for a second, and we're going to put it together. I don't even know if I'm going to get to that part.
Is this the kill team that you're going to be running tomorrow?
Nope.
What?
Not planning on it. Witches. I like the witches.
They are fun.
Alternative votes. Did you guys see the Space Marine 2 trailer?
Yes.
No.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't see it yet. What is this? Space Marine? What is this game in which you speak?
Space what?
You know, I have this crazy idea that I would love to play Space Marine 2 when it comes out. And so what would really help with that is a computer, like a new computer, because I can't run it on my Mac.
You know,
maybe one day.
You know, it's insanely funny. There's actually a development on that front.
Oh my god.
Let me just check one thing real quick. Just double check, make sure I'm still correct. Okay, so it actually said earlier today that it was supposed to come today. And it said it was out for delivery. Then, and it's UPS, and so we were expecting another UPS package as well. And that one came, but then the computer did not, and now it says delivery rescheduled. And I was up, and looking. Nobody rang a doorbell. They didn't leave a sheet saying that I missed them, because I have to sign for it, obviously. So they just didn't deliver it. Maybe it wasn't on the same truck. I don't know. It's very weird.
I mean, they said it was going to come Monday.
Yeah, but then they said today it was going to come today. But then now it says it's rescheduled for a future delivery date. And if I tried to change the delivery date, it won't let me, because you have to have a sheet that says oh, I wasn't there and I'm an idiot and I'm scared. So I guess they didn't actually deliver it. or try to deliver it. It's the weirdest thing in the world.
It is the weirdest thing.
I don't understand. But it's pretty funny.
I suppose that's okay, because now I've planned on not having it this weekend.
Yeah. What does lethal mean?
Lethal? Oh, oh Lord, lethal. I don't remember. It might be a reroll of ones. But I can find out.
I can find out. I have the sheet.
Wait, I can find it. Oh, I can find it first.
Lethal. With, yeah.
I was wrong.
You know, X plus instead of 6 plus.
So it's probably lethal 5-up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I don't know if anything has better than lethal 5-up. I mean, it would be crazy if it did.
Well, I have to really think about this. Not really, though. I think I'll probably put that on there. Where is it? You know what's kind of funny about these? So these are new Onsbaru witches, but little boy Nick actually cut one off, and I don't know where it is. So I only have 9, but there's other witches around. But
yeah,
it's absolutely hilarious.
Richard Weston, funny story. The shipping on my Space Wolf Combat Patrol and Kildaka Warband Orc box got mixed up, and I got 2 of each for the price of 1. Holy moly! That's insane. Are you sure you didn't get billed for the other one? Because usually you don't accidentally get 2. Usually you accidentally get billed for 2. Jefferson J. Thacker, trying to pick my first Grim Dark Army. Why did you pick the Black Templars over other chapters? I feel like the Black Templar are the most Space Marine of the Space Marines because they are just as evil and wicked as the rest of the Imperium. Whereas I feel like the other Space Marine, a lot of the Space Marine chapters are very like noble and good in spite of how awful the Imperium is. The Black Templar are just bad guys. Like they're zealous, they're crazy. They don't believe in rules. They're careless with their own numbers. They don't follow rules. They always side with the Inquisition, which is like the most evil thing in 40k. So that's why I like the Black Templars, because they feel the most 40k of the Space Marines. Jason M., how long does the average Kill Team game take to play? I'd say like 1 to 2 hours. If you're going hard, maybe 1 hour. If you're kind of taking your time, probably 2 hours.
Yep. Sean, Nick, are you dealing with UPS? Yes. Yes, UPS.
Jay, if you're looking for more Krieg, there is an Etsy page with some amazing reviews. Like an Etsy page that sells models? Hey guys, Jay's laptop delay, a PC.
Oh yeah.
Monitor, no PC for you. No, it seems like that's the case.
Oh god, is it so funny. Also, Lucky Bat can confirm that I was actually waiting for the computer, because I was also talking to Lucky Bat today while waiting for the computer, and it didn't. The other thing showed up, but not that. Absolutely insane. Nuzzles got my holiday bonus, but a Blood Angels Combat Patrol and a Redemptor to bolster my Death Watch.
Sweet. Ooh, speaking of Combat Patrols, I think the new Gene Stealer Cult and what are the golden guys called? Custodes. They're new people who have managed to get their hands on the new codexes have been able to report that in the codexes you see their combat patrols, and they look really, really good. Like a pretty decent value for money. I forget what the Gene Stealer one was. I believe the Gene Stealer Cult one was 2 boxes of Neophytes, which is 20 Neophytes, a Goliath Rock Grinder, a box of Aberrants, and a Magus. And then the Custodes box is 1 unit of 3 Bikers, 10 Sisters of Silence, 1 box of Custodian Guard, and the Custody Captain, which actually look to be pretty sick little boxes. Lucky Bat. Can confirm about the PC, but it could have been an elaborate ruse.
Uh-oh. Might have just gotten got.
Seems like Lucky Bat's on to you.
Ruh-roh.
Man, what can I do to spice up these weapons? They look a little just gray.
Pee on them.
Make
Make them a little yellow. I mean, on the suppressors, you really had some fun with some stripes and stuff.
That's true, but they had a lot of nice, like
Yeah,
these
they
are
did.
super like detailed,
Yeah.
whereas those are a little
Yeah,
simpler looking.
it's not just a big rod.
Yeah, big old fat rod, big old long cylindrical rod.
Yeah. You all know about that rod.
Sean, no Scooby snacks for Nick.
Oh no. Ooh, I'm gonna put this tummy one on as an exposed tummy.
Ooh, there you go.
I like the exposed tummy. My tummy's always exposed as well. Y'all don't get to see it in the videos. We do some delicate framing. Yep. When is the? Oh yeah, we looked this up. Oh, I guess it was on the Patreon stream, I think. When did the compressor say that it's coming?
I think it's we got some time. Let me check. Amazon. When is Bezos gonna deliver it?
Yeah,
I think he's delivering it by rocket ship actually.
Oh, that's. I mean, it should be quicker then.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, but I
taking
mean,
so long.
he's got a fueling cost and stuff. January 12th through the 20th.
Ah, that was when my monitor was supposed to come here, but it's delayed a month. Yeah, things are not working out.
Bricky could make them seem hot like they just fired. That's an idea. I think on the las cannons, I can add a nice yellow like end to them because they've got that nice big round tip. But the other, like I don't know, the heavy bolter. What do I pick out special? I think maybe I'll paint some of them red, like parts of the body red, because usually my color scheme is black and red and cream.
Michael Jorgensen, do you think they will ever add the Inquisition or Assassins to Kill Team?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe in a White Dwarf. It seems like kind of an obvious choice. They'd be a good fit.
Calchansu, Jay, when you Google magnetizing miniatures, your video called "Stop Magnetizing Miniatures" is the first result.
Yeah, it does. Good video.
That is a good video. It's one of my favorites.
You know what video I watched yesterday? I watched the painting the assassin video.
Oh,
That's a good video.
it's a good one.
I forgot how good, because I remember that video I remember that video as me filming it, and I'm like, yeah, I painted a guy, whatever. It's like actually a pretty good video. kind of fun, like, because after so many months go by, it feels like I didn't make the video anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. It is weird.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of weird,
nice. The company that makes Malifaux, right? That's what you meant?
yeah,
You're referring to?
Exactly. Yeah. Not the ice cold bubbly in my hand.
Sponsored.
This stream is sponsored by Bubbly.
I wish.
I know. In the new year, that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
that and Ridge Wallet. Yum.
I just want a Ridge Wallet sponsorship just so that I can get a Ridge Wallet and then know for sure that I don't like it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like one. Jason Ray, just found your videos a few days ago. I'm just getting started in Warhammer 40k and love your content. Keep it up.
Sweet.
I will be jumping aboard your Patreon now.
Nice.
Woo. What armies are you starting? Or what army? I'm gonna assume armies. That's just more fun. Flipping that dude at 88. Shill, baby, shill. Oh yeah.
Kyle Transu, that assassin had a nice booty. Yeah, you know it.
Ooh.
You know you can't spell assassin without ass. Twice.
Oh, wow, that's so funny. So I was accidentally in Top Chat, and it actually censored booty.
Booty!
That assassin had a nice booty. What comment was not in Top Chat.
Booty!
Had to go to the uncensored live chats in order
what
to
the
see
fuck? Come on, Google.
How rude. Alright. I'm gonna make this lady, and she's gonna be a pile over here for right now. She's a fun lady. I'm gonna make my other ladies.
Jefferson J. Thacker, your job is to paint. Do not talk. Do not think. To reason is to consider lies. Good old the Imperium of Mankind. See, that's the sort of thing that the Black Templar would be like, yes, absolutely, that is correct.
Exactly. Alright, I'm gonna cut these bodies.
Will they ever add assassins to kill team? I'm planning on doing a kill team of Imperial Guard Scions, and I'm planning on using a Inquisitor model for my Scion Sergeant. I think that'd be really, really cool. I can't decide if I want to use the Bald Lady or Grey Fox.
Bald Lady.
But Grey Fox is so cool.
Yeah, but
the Bald Lady is really cool too. Although Grey Fox, it'd be easier, I think, to kit batch the correct weapons. Although Bald Lady comes with a Power Fist, which actually might be what I go with.
Ooh. Bald Lady. Bald Lady. Chris Franklin. EOB After Dark.
Yeah.
That's what the streams are. God, transfer. I'm so raunchy.
Booty. Richard Weston, do you think that the Ratlings, the dwarfs in the Astra Militarum, would get new supports? Well, actually, the Ratlings are not dwarves. They're closer to like halflings from classic fantasy. I don't know. They kind of are overdue for new models, although their old ones are actually still pretty legit. Ralph Lefebvre, I've got 2 attack bikes for Christmas. I want to put them in my White Scars army, but I'm afraid of upcoming points changes that makes them less viable. Do I build them or wait and possibly trade them in? Not build them, who cares? What, are you going to worry about if every single model becomes bad for a couple weeks until things change? Also, even if models are bad, you can still play them. And you still can even be good with them. Like right now, in Kill Team, one of the armies that's kind of considered bad is the Kroots, because they don't have a lot of really, really good high damage potential. But one of the newest armies, the Chalnath Tau Pathfinders, are considered crazy strong and are doing really, really well in like top games. But they actually have a really good matchup against the Kroots, one of the considered worst armies in Kill Team, because the Kroot just happen to be just really well matched for killing a bunch of low toughness, bad save models. So it's just kind of interesting how that works out. So yeah, do whatever you want to do. I mean, if you don't like how they look, then maybe, just trade them and get something that you like more. But I definitely wouldn't wait to see, like, points changes or something. Mason Router, how do you guys feel about the 40k Magic the Gathering crossover? I think it's neat. I don't really get into Magic the Gathering, but a lot of people really love it. So maybe that's another avenue of people could possibly get into the game with.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a much easier sell, going from Magic the Gathering to 40k rather than going from nothing to 40k.
Yeah, and people spend big money on Magic the Gathering.
Right.
I know exactly. Pleasant Kenobi says that he traded one of his Magic decks and bought like 10,000 points of Blood Angels.
Yep. There you go. Go, Transu. Bald lady, bald lady, bald lady. There you go.
You know what? I think I actually I guarantee I lost it because I lose all my bidding auctions. Because I always just bid whatever I'm willing to pay, which is nothing, and then never check back in. eBay.
Have you ever won anything?
I've won every now and then. Every time you guys see a video of me painting something old, that means I won. So like 3 times last year.
That is so funny. Yeah, you've seen every single time.
Mm-hmm. Would you believe it? I didn't win.
Oh, wow.
Went for $22.50. I think I bit 20. I think it was Inquisitor Grey Fox, so not the bald lady. Alex YT, hey Jay, I sent you a message about building you a custom mechanical keyboard. Let me know if you're interested. Not yet, Alex YT, because I still want to try out my mechanical keyboard, and I don't even have my computer yet. But maybe down the road, I'll keep it in mind.
I can tell you that Alex YT is a good person. Maybe Alex YT bought my Eldar.
Zetuka, hey Jay, hope you are doing well. Just assembled my Relic Contemptor Dreadnought, and he looks super sweet. Have you considered picking one up for yourself? What is a Relic Contemptor? I know what a Contemptor Dreadnought is, but I don't know what a Relic is. OrageWorld.com. Oh my god, I gotta have to take a captcha.
Boats? I had boats.
We'll see. It's taking its sweet time loading. Yes, I am human. It's it's buses. It's buses.
I had boats.
Yeah, usually it's boats. Sometimes it's planes. This time it was buses. Relic. Oh, the Relic Contemptor Dreadnought is just a type. It's just a Contemptor, like the generic Contemptor Dreadnought, or not the generic Contemptor Dreadnought. It's the it's kind of the same thing as a Venerable Dreadnought, a Relic Contemptor Dreadnought. It looks really, really neat. Does it have the same patterning as the easy-to-build Games Workshop plastic Contemptor? It kind of looks like it does. It's kind of neat, but if I was to get a Redemptor Dreadnought... Contemptor Dreadnought! A Redemptor Dreadnought is something different. I would probably get the like naked one or the normal one because I read a really cool book, 40k book, in which there was a plain unpainted Contemptor Dreadnought, and he was a really cool character. So I'd probably recreate him.
Flipnut88. How did the keyboard issue work out last night? Jay cried on our Patreon only stream, so you better join the Patreon in order to be able to listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
It was very sad and very humiliating.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of keyboards, I have to go pee.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. And Jay is also wrong about keyboards. That's okay. We'll still support Jay and everything that he believes besides mechanical keyboards. Richard Weston, is it sad that the no new Elder models meme is gone for the new support? Yeah, it is very sad. I hope this is all just an elaborate ruse, though, and they actually don't come out with any models. They pull a psych. Although I wonder when these new models are actually going to be coming out, because they always kind of like tease them, and then it takes months and months and months and months before anything happens. Sean, I support Jay on the keyboard issue, so I shall pee now too. Damn! Monitor. Now we just have to put up with the whiny Tyranids players. Exactly. Although, I mean, looking at that that preview video that they had on the first of the month, there might be some new Tyranid stuff. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
I didn't think so.
Well, okay then.
Let's just say you guys are going to have to tune in for our video on Monday.
Mm-hmm. Hot damn.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Franklin, I've been wanting to reread Horus Rising since watching your video.
It's really good. I really enjoyed it. I listened to a whole bunch of the Horus Heresy 2 Electric Boogaloo today. And you know what? That book is really, really good, but holy cow, it definitely kind of feels like a series that's 50 books long. Because sometimes it's like, ooh, and sometimes it's like, get to the thing.
Mm-hmm. Is it also rather verbose in describing things? That don't matter?
It's actually not. It's pretty good about that. What it's not pretty good about is, God, there's just so many goddamn characters who are doing things and stuff and whatever. Like, it's a slow burn to get to that Horus Heresy. But I'm enjoying it. I like the human characters a lot. They're very interesting. The Primarchs are also pretty interesting. Horus is kind of an interesting guy. It's hard to believe he's going to turn traitor. But I guess that's the series. I bet he doesn't. That's my hot take.
Ooh.
Mark the Frog. Does anybody else enjoy the Bandai Gundam plastic model kits? I wonder if getting into minis would scratch that same itch as they do for me. I don't know. I've built a couple of the Bandai kits for Star Wars, and I enjoy them. But once they're done, it's kind of just like, oh, well, now I own this thing. That's a little bit big. Like at least miniatures take up no space whatsoever, kind of, unless you have as many as I do.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. The Bandai figures, they're I don't know. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of them. They're cool. They're very cool, and they're very fun to build.
Right.
But I'm also really not that into mecha anime, so which is why I have the Star Wars ones and not the mecha ones.
Real ones?
Yeah. Richard Weston, what is your favorite model and army? I think my favorite
Space
model...
Marines.
Yeah, my favorite army is Space Marines. My favorite model is Centurions.
Damn. Yeah. You know, I agree. You know what they always say? I love Space Marines.
Mm-hmm. Satuka, right now, the Relic Contemptors can run with Volkite Cavaliers, which deal mortal wounds on 6s and can fire 16 shots, has a 5-up invulnerable save on top of Duty Eternal, Duty, and all the other Dreadnought abilities. That does sound pretty good. Although, I feel like I heard from Auspex Tactics that there's recently been a points change on the Volkite weapons for Contemptors.
Remember when you said duty for a second there?
Duty.
That was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Cthulhu. Gundams are fun, but you don't have much to do with them after they're built. Yeah, that's kind of the problem I fell into.
You can burn them.
That's
smash
true.
them. Yeah, see, there's tons of things you can do. Chris Franklin. My favorite model is Boss Snickrot.
It's a pretty good model.
Mm-hmm. I really like the new Gazgul.
The new Gazgul is really cool. Oh, Gazzy.
Mm-hmm.
Sassy Gazzy.
Oh yeah, very sassy. Very gazzy.
Braden162. I'm building my first 40-car army, going super deep into the Black Templars. Neat. Yeah, I'm getting into the Black Templars too. I think they're neat.
Hey, you just started your Black Templar army.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of small, but
yeah, I'm working my way through it though.
Yeah.
Maybe in a couple years I'll have a. KSU Wildcat 07. You know, it's not fun to build Star Wars Legion battle droids. I want to throw these out the window and go back to Space Marines. I've heard that. I don't know. I think they look fun to build.
Are they like really fiddly? Is that
They're very
problem?
small and slender.
Yeah.
You know, though, I built a couple model in my day.
Oh, that reminds me. I 3D printed stuff for Sean.
Ah, fun.
I gotta go. I have to clean them up for him because he won't be able to.
Mm-hmm. Sean showed me his what is it? The interrogator tank or what's it called? Persuader tank, and that kit was one of the very first models I've ever been like, this should be primed on sprue.
Wow.
Because it would have had so many sub-assemblies that I think it's just more viable to paint it on sprue than to put it together and then prime it. Because it's kind of hollow, and you can see the inner mechanics of it all the way through.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Makes sense. And speaking of cool, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab them.
And then show him off for the camera. He left. Let's make fun of Nick while he's gone. Remember when he said duty? Because I said duty because I read the comment that said duty. Frozen Rock. Have you defeated Sean yet? Not yet. Although we have not been playing games. I don't think we've played any games in the new year.
No, but tomorrow.
Tomorrow for sure. Yeah, tomorrow we're both going to beat Sean.
Yes, we are playing. We're going to do a 3-way.
Yeah. Does that look good? A red body to the bolter. Yeah, it does look really good, actually. Good, I just have to do that to 6 more. And then I guess 18 more.
I printed a Gonk droid for Sean because he wanted it.
Gonk.
And then I printed something else. I don't know what it is.
Is it the tactical droid?
Probably.
Is he skinny, but got a kind of like a fat body?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a tactical droid.
I printed that too.
Did it print well?
Yeah, it was a bitch and a half to get the sports off. Holy shit. It was not fun. Sean's I would have given up on it and given it to you to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, but I'm nice to Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sean doesn't have, you know, millions of years of experience like you do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the excuse that I use. Although this Gonk droid did not print that great.
Lucky Pat. Nick sure is a silly Billy.
Ooh, you got me. I am a silly Billy. Yeah. KSU Wildcat 07. Pinning the battle droids is a pain in the ass.
Why would you pin them? I feel like you wouldn't pin battle droids because you wouldn't really be adding anything. Because I feel like you're pinning two fragile things together. Like usually you pin a spindly gun onto a fat model, and that way you've added strength to the spindly bit. But if you pin a spindly little thing to another spindly little thing, I feel like it's still the same amount of fragile.
Maybe it's to a base?
Maybe.
Like pinning it to a base?
I don't think I would do that either. If it's going to break, it's going to break, and then you can just super glue it back down. KSU Wildcats 07. They are super fiddly and small. I have 12 out of the 50 models that have legs and arms that have popped off. Like, popped off like you glued them and they've popped off? Or you've pressure fit them and you popped off? Because I think Sean pressure fit all of his and they fall apart a lot, but they're not glued. So it kind of makes sense.
I think it's almost better to not glue them.
I think
it's better.
Hey, you just glue them. Yeah, you definitely want to glue them.
I've barely seen these models.
I'm pretty sure you can't even take that many options for battle droids. I think you always take the good gun, and maybe like the binoculars on the sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
Champ Styles, the Persuader tank looks awesome, but the Radagast Wookiee flyer looks like a pain to put together. But don't people say that about every single kit? That looks cool, but a pain to put together. Like, the fun of the hobby is putting this stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what models went together real easy? The second edition plastic Space Marines that were 2 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see a lot of people pining for those models. Braden162, have you looked at all of the Bloodborne board game miniatures? I backed the Kickstarter and love painting them, and that's how I got hooked. You know, I actually have painted some of those models. A friend of mine got that game, and we spent an evening putting together and painting those models, and they're really, really cool. They're PVC.
PvP.
Yeah.
KSU Wildcat 07, pinning them to the base.
I really probably not, and just super glue their feet down. Cause like, I feel like that's kind of a situation where you work really hard to pin the model, and then you drop it, and just it breaks at the ankle now, instead of the foot.
That is true.
Frozen Throg. The glue gods demand more glue. Sean. I feel like this Sean guy is giving me a bad reputation.
Yep. Oh, and Sean just confirmed yes for a game tomorrow. So there you go.
Sweet.
It was so funny because we were talking about him and I got a text from him. I was like, oh, maybe he's listening in. He's just confirming the game.
Mark the Frog. Joke's on you, Jay. I want a ton of OG Space Marines.
Hell yeah.
Champ Styles, my Radagast just arrived today. I'll post my progress pics in Discord and see if it is said pain. Neat. It is a cool model. It's for the Rebel Alliance, right? Or no, it's for the clones. The clones get that ship, I think. Mark the Frog. I think the Inquisitor models are cool. What do y'all think of them? I like the Inquisitor models. I really like Gray Fox and the Baldy are pretty fun. And they're new and they're plastic and they look really, really good. Karamazov is a super dope model that I really should just buy, although he's a little bit expensive because he's the size of a Dreadnought. Some of the older stuff, like the Crusaders, Jokero, and stuff, kind of look their age. And the new Inquisitor coming out this year is actually pretty dope, and I'll probably try to get my hands on him. He's the limited edition store anniversary model. Although I think I said the same thing about last year's, which was that Necron guy, and I didn't even try.
Well, I think he's cooler than the Necron.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
probably more people are going to be after
both.
him.
He's stabbing a book.
He is stabbing a book. It's an evil book, though.
Alex YT. Also, the offer still stands. Whenever you beat Sean, I upgrade to Ultra Fans.
Oh no, well now we have to. It's money out of our pocket if we don't beat Sean.
Gosh damn. God, I hope he's like hungover or something tomorrow.
Yeah.
He'll still win.
Yep. No, I don't see how, because I'm going to play my orcs. My orcs are actually good.
The orcs?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Is it going to be orc on orc versus whatever Sean does?
Yep. I hope so.
I mean, I have to beat your orcs too, but because I'm going to be the ultimate winner.
No, but I want to beat Sean, so I might just go after Sean the whole game. Orc on orc crime. That's a problem. Alex YT. I don't even have a 3D printer because Nick hasn't put out a how to get into 3D printing video, LOL. It's coming out tomorrow. I know we don't usually upload on Sundays, but that's when that video is coming out. It's pretty fun.
No, that brings me back to the old Red Letter Media guys. Because they hadn't posted a Plinkett review in like 7 years, and people were like, "When's the next Plinkett video?" And they would always say tomorrow. I miss Previously Recorded. It was a fun show. And I miss their live streams a lot. Their live streams were fun. These live streams suck in comparison.
How do you really feel? George Gajardo. I thought Nick streamed on Sundays. Yes, we have our church stream. EOB church stream.
Eons of churches.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Weston, I'm going to apply to work at Games Workshop Model Designer in Nottingham. I won't disappoint with new models, so wish me luck in the interviews. Cool. If you get in, I mean, we would love a man on the inside.
There you go. Yep. And make sure you add a few more tactical rocks.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna have a little bit some more tactical rocks action going on.
Jason Ray, so when you prime, do you use any particular color? I've been using white primer, but I'm told black is the way to go. I really like black primer because it takes care of my shadows for me. These Centurions were primed black, and then half of them I sprayed with just a little bit of gray, and then half of them I sprayed white. And since I sprayed the white from above, all of my shadows were just left primer black, and I think it looks really, really good, and it saved me tons of time. When you prime something white, I feel like you have to paint every single inch of it. Nick Ayres, talk about Godzilla on this stream more, so it's that much better. Oh, I love Godzilla so much. You know what I didn't love, though? I didn't like the new Godzilla King of the Monsters. It was okay, and to be fair, it was technically better than a lot of Godzilla movies, because a lot of the Godzilla movies are not that great, especially a lot of like the Heisei series, and oddly the Millennium series had some losers in it. But, I don't know. For some reason, the American Godzilla movies just don't feel the same as the Japanese movies. Because they're not Japanese. Like, I hate to say this, but it doesn't, like, they just don't have the same reverence. Like, because Godzilla is, like, about the occupation and subjugation of Japan after World War II. To some extent. Also, to some extent, it's a movie about giant monsters smashing cardboard buildings. But it's just that history behind it kind of makes the character really, really interesting and cool. And even some of the sillier Godzilla movies are really kind of like irreverent to the character. But the American version is just big monster. Like, they don't have the same history with the character. Kind of like how all American versions of anime properties have done amazingly well, right? I think some stories that have a cultural significance maybe should just be limited to that culture.
Lucky Bat. Godzilla shell.
Yeah! Oh, I'm
Shell
such a Godzilla shell. I think I've seen every single one, except I've never seen the Heisei series, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and I've never seen... Is that the only one I haven't seen? You know what? And I've also never seen the second Godzilla movie, Godzilla vs. Anguirus, which I think is... I forget the real name of that movie. The second ever Godzilla movie I actually haven't seen. Are you guys getting the stream? YouTube is giving me an error report.
It started to be really choppy, and now it looks like it's fine.
Ah, neat. That's okay. I wasn't talking about anything important. Nick Ayres, Jay, I didn't mean to derail the stream again with Godzilla. Pull up! Pull up!
Yeah.
Champ Styles, who are your top 3 Godzilla monsters? I'm partial to Ghidorah, King Caesar, and Megalon, who are badass. those are some good picks. I think I would probably go with Mothra, Biollante, and Destroya. Those are also some of my favorite movies. Captain P. So Godzilla is the bomb. Godzilla is the destructive power of the bomb and what the destruction like did to Japan. Like if you watch the first Godzilla movie and not the American edits of the first Godzilla movie with Raymond Burrs, the real Japanese Godzilla, you kind of really get what was happening. And actually, the first Godzilla movie was made immediately after the American occupation of Japan ended, and they now were allowed to legally talk about like what happened. And so that's kind of why the movie Godzilla was made, to like finally talk about what happened. Tromari. Stream got choppy. I can only apologize. You know, this would never happen if I had a new computer. GeForce Member 45. Godzilla raids again. GeForce Member 45 should be the one talking about Godzilla. Mark the Frog. Biollante is a masterpiece of kaiju movie magic. It is. I love Godzilla vs. Biollante. Monitor. I missed nothing. AD, would you ever paint a dreadnought on stream? Yes, I have 2 dreadnoughts that need painting. So it's definitely possible. Raving Mad 8, have you checked out Mini Wargaming's Vault Touched Miniatures? Veil Touched Miniatures line on GameFound? If so, thoughts? I have looked at them, and they look neat. I haven't finished reading the whole article, but it looks like some neat stuff. I know quite a few years ago now, maybe back in like 2014, they wanted to make their own miniatures, and their GoFundMe kind of exploded, so they actually made a whole game and then found out that they do not have the experience or time to make a whole game. That was called Dark Matters. Or no, it was called Dark Potential. I think their game was called Dark Potential. I would love to get my hands on some of those miniatures. They were not available for long, but they were really, really cool.
I like this comment. This is just straight up truth. Tromari. What the hell, Jay? Get a new PC. You got YouTuber money for it.
I know, right?
That is hilarious. It's not the money that's the problem. It just cannot. it can't get here.
No, the money's been paid for a month.
That is true. God, is that hilarious.
Mark the Frog. I thought Gojira was the angry spirit conglomeration of those lost in the atomic bombings. Godzilla has actually had a bunch of different origin stories depending on which series or version of Godzilla you're watching. Often he's a representation of the atomic bomb. Sometimes he's a representation of the aftermath. Sometimes he's a representation of those spirits lost in war. And in the new movies, actually, Godzilla is actually used as a foil to show the shortcomings of the Japanese government. So Godzilla is a tool to tell a lot of different stories.
You're a tool.
Yeah, power tool.
Just in general. Power surge.
Daniel Bear, Godzilla's scales are meant to reflect the burned skin of atomic bomb survivors. Yes, yeah, that's the original idea. Alex YT, I don't know anyone more into Godzilla than Jay. I know several people more into Godzilla than me, which is it's scary.
And it's Lucky Bat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lucky Bat. Huge G fan.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get a magazine called G Fan.
Oh my god.
It was a Godzilla magazine. It was really good. Really fun articles. I remember there was an article called "The Color of My True Lover's Scales is Gray," and it was deciding what color Godzilla's scales were. Because often in promotional material, he'll be painted green, but typically on screen, he'll be gray.
Mm-hmm.
And this was riveting. Riveting content to little old Jay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you've always been a weirdo your whole life. Isn't that fun? Isn't that just kind of an interesting thing?
It is.
Yeah. Jay has never been cool. That's kind of just a fun little development.
Mm-hmm.
And I was cool because I was on a bowling league.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what makes it really cool.
Mark the Frog. Jay burning all that YouTube chatter with black primer and milliput.
And broken computers.
Mark the Frog. 2015 Godzilla could never do the self-propelled atomic breath flight mode. No. I believe that was in the movie Godzilla vs. Megalon, but it was a classic moment. Oh, there's in the movie Godzilla Final Wars, I think one of the first female monster suit actors, who was also the Pink Power Ranger, actually, she played Baragon, and there's amazing behind-the-scene footage of her in the costume, and she actually would do the monster roars. Obviously, they dubbed over them with real sound effects later, but it's great because you see this little creature stomping around, and then it just goes, rah! It's absolutely adorable. Jam Styles, what's your opinion on Shin Godzilla? I remember seeing that one at the Alamo Theater and was an unforgettable experience. I really loved it. I didn't get a chance to see it until it had come out on DVD, which was 2 years later because they're really bad about getting those released in the US. I remember actually I had one opportunity to watch the movie in theaters, but I didn't take it because I would have had to take off work. But I totally should have, because it would have been really cool to see it in theaters. But I absolutely love it.
But your career at Steinhoffel's.
No, that was CLC. That was the yeah.
I liked my thought though better.
Mm-hmm. No, I would have taken off of Steinhoffel's. God.
Aaron, speaking of bowling, what kind of container is okay to put Super Clean in for paint stripping?
I think anything plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah. Anything glass would work too, I suppose.
Mm.
Don't put it in a bread bowl.
Or a paint bucket full of paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, yeah, you're probably fine with plastic or glass.
Nick Aris. Megalon was the flying double kick move. Hedorah was the atomic breath flight. Ah, yes, you're right.
Wait a second, do you not know something that you should know? As a mega fan?
Mm-hmm. I remember Godzilla was continuing to make less and less money, and so when they were going to do Final Wars, it was going to be the last Godzilla movie for a decade, And so they did unbelievable amounts of publicity, and they actually bought Godzilla a Hollywood star, and they did all of this press, and then the movie still bombed.
Yeah. Do you think sometimes you kind of have to let a series go?
A little bit. They brought Godzilla out of retirement early because they were really, really unsatisfied with the Matthew Broderick movie.
Mm-hmm. Alex YT, there's nothing better hobby-wise than hanging out with the EOB stream and painting along.
Yeah! Painting along.
Oh, probably being drunk. That helps.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I know Jay's toasted right now.
Final Oreo. The final Oreo. Jay, have you ever heard of those Dungeons and Doggies models? They are small dog model miniatures that are nice and cute. Yes, I have seen them. They're really, really fun. I think there's also cats.
Yeah, which that's the only one that matters to me.
Mark the Frog, I only use brown lunch bags to hold my potentially carcinogenic chemicals.
Perfect.
Jason Ray, hypothetically, let's say some guy painted his first few Space Wolves a little bit too blue. Should I strip or paint over? Paint over! Life's too short to strip. Who cares? Just paint on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only stripping you want to do is skinny dipping.
Yeah.
That's the only kind of stripping that you want to do. Or maybe you at a strip club. Yeah, as long as it's not too thick, just paint over it.
Champ Styles, which B-list monsters would win, Ghidorah or Moguera? I think Moguera would win because Moguera was resurrected for Godzilla versus Space Godzilla and was super, super cool. Also, Moguera can split into a fighter plane and a tank. So gotta give it to Moguera.
I agree.
Nick Aris, but then Shin Godzilla made more money than they've ever made ever. Yes, I mean Shin Godzilla swept every single film award available in Japan. It's just a really, really good movie. Ghost, hello.
Goodbye.
Satuka, where do you pick up the brush you use? This is a Rosemary & Co. Synthetic Series 313 size 3. I bought this directly from Rosemary & Co., although I think they definitely do have a U.S. distributor now.
Yeah.
So yeah, just look up Rosemary & Co.
You're assuming people live in the United States. That's rude.
That's true. That is true. Champ Styles, did you see in Tokyo SOS where they have the real Godzilla kick the American 1999's Godzilla's ass? Well, actually, Godzilla Tokyo SOS is actually the sequel to the Millennium Series Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. The movie you're thinking of is Godzilla Final Wars, and he kicks the butt of the American Godzilla movie, which came out in 1998.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be on the stream anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. This might be a little much for me, and I think everyone left the stream just now. It's kind of crazy. Weird.
Stern Merc. Yo, Jay, which Dreadnought is the one fully posable like a Gundam? That is the Primaris Redemptor Dreadnought. It is a super, super cool kit. And although I haven't put it together, I would bet that the Scout thingy, oh god, what's it called? The Scout Dreadnought for the Primaris is also fully posable, because most of it is based on the same kit. The Tactical Warsuit? The something Tactical Warsuits? Chat's already typed it 3 times. It's, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Invictor Tactical Warsuit? I think that's it. The Invictor Tactical Warsuit and Redemptor Dreadnoughts.
Yep. You gotta do that flashcards to really know what the hell everything is. Again, I'm pretty sure Games Workshop employees have to do flashcards. Especially with all the Primaris, ORs, suppressors, intercessors, all those. Gotta do some flashcards.
The thing you can find, they bought the Matthew Broderick movie Godzilla and killed it in a movie. Yeah, there's some great behind the scenes of them purchasing the rights from Godzilla from Toho, and then the guy who directed it talking about what his vision of Godzilla, and he was like, I don't want it to be like a monster fight movie. He wanted it to be something else. And then Japan was the people who owned Godzilla were like, he must have 3 layers of dorsal fins. He must have 4 claws on each hand. He must have this. He must have that. And they ignored all of it and did whatever they wanted.
And it makes sense.
Raving Mad 8. Jay Nick, do you have a favorite dead miniature game? Mine is Vor the Maelstrom, which is produced by FASA. I don't know. I really think that's the Starship Troopers game by Mongoose Publishing. Looked really cool, and I have a bunch of the models for it. It did not last long. I want to say like from 2006 to 2007. But it came out with a lot of stuff. I think it just was not the right time. I think if it came out today, it would have done much better. If it was a Kickstarter today, it would have done great.
I think 40K.
Yeah. Captain P, what do you guys think about the Chaos Cultist range or lack thereof? Yeah, it is a little disappointing that they don't sell the cultists the Dark Vengeance cultists anymore. They do sell the cultists from Blackstone Fortress. I think it's like $25 for 8 cultists, which is actually an okay deal by Games Workshop standards, and they look great. But obviously, 8 is not enough. Like you want 10 or 5, like a real number for miniatures.
And funny enough, I mean that's what Games Workshop suggests to buy those. That's the cultists that they suggest, like for Kill Team and stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Neat.
Jiren Dryon. Hey Jay and Nick, what would you guys ever do a start collecting / Combat Patrol box where it is a multi-part series where you buy the respective box, build and paint, and base the whole set and go through it all? Probably not. That sounds like an incredible amount of work. It does sound kind of cool, but we may be planning on doing something a little bit like that.
Yes.
But yeah, that's probably not. Maybe like it could be fun to maybe try to get like one box and see if I can like build it and paint it in 24 hours, which I can't. But maybe like There's probably something to that, but definitely not a series.
What about a series where you do a 24-hour challenge every week? Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be lots of fun. Alice YT, Jay, any tips on removing caked on Crayola Model Magic and super glue from fingertips? I think you just gotta wait and like just let it fall off. I guess like you could just scrub it with a brush, not like a paintbrush, like a brush you wash yourself with, and that would probably knock it off.
Yes. Jay just lets himself be messy, if that's what happens.
Sean, so they did to Godzilla what Disney did to Star Wars. Ooh, damn, I went there. Well, Star Wars isn't Japanese, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but... Zetuka, follow-up question.
Sure.
What size is it? This is a Rosemary & Co. Synthetic Series 313. Size 3.
I'm pretty sure George Lucas is Japanese.
I think so, too.
Just putting that out there.
George? That sounds... yeah.
The most Japanese name you could have.
Mm-hmm. The Dark Knight Prinny. You ever going to do a 24-hour challenge to paint a full army ever, like all the other mini painters? I did a weekend challenge where I painted I built and painted all of the veteran guardsmen from Octeris. In a video called "A Weekend Wasted." I think that's the only thing we did like that. Kinda. I mean, we did a week-long project of building.
We did two.
Of building Dominion.
Yes, and we also were trying to finish 2 armies that we already had.
Yes, yeah. So another week-long challenge where, yeah, Nick was working on orcs, I was working on Necrons.
Yeah, and week-long challenges are fun because it takes up your whole life, and then you hate yourself.
Yeah,
that's what I like about them.
Yeah, you work every moment for a week straight, and then you have to make the video.
Yeah.
They're great.
And before that, you have to prep and get ahead of schedule, so that you have the time to actually take a week off to do all the painting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally a month of work.
Yeah.
To just do it. It's really fun. Yeah, those I feel like are rough. Those ones are rough.
Yeah, like think about something you enjoy doing, and then think about doing that for every minute of 7 days straight, and you cannot take any breaks. And you have to document the entire process. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah. It is, it's a little rough, I would say. Really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped one of my front halves, and I don't know where it is. So I guess I'm going to only build 8 today. Because one is just gone, and then I lost the other parts. So there you go.
Well, I guess as long as you can get a hold of like 5 Cabalites, you can still make a legal kill team.
Yeah. Well, I have more witches. I just they're you know, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know where I am right now.
You're gonna head over to Hogwarts and pick up some witches.
Well, I think they're like used. They got paint on them. They look weird. Or maybe there were somebody else's that I bought. Damn, these fronts and backs do not line up great.
Mark the Frog, hey Jay, what's your opinion on ultrasonic cleaner bath things? I don't know, I've never used one.
Mm-hmm.
Hajuice! Fun!
Fun!
Just, Ben, have you painted those chibi models yet? It's in progress.
In progress. In progress, says the liar. Yeah, I went there.
Aaron, what about a series where you paint something and then you make a video on you painting it, and then at the end you show what it looks like once it's done?
Ooh, that sounds...
I don't know.
I don't know.
That sounds a little out there.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, for sure we're not doing that.
D. Jacobs, Nick J, watched your Q&A video and you gave an update on battle reports. Can't wait. Wondering if you have watched Covert Operatives. It might give you some inspiration for future reports. Neat. Covert Operatives. I don't think I have.
I don't think so either. But neat. Andy Crimson, I'm sick and not at all happy about. Hey everyone.
Hi. BB, that brush is huge. What size is that? Looks great for control. This is a Rosemary & Co. Series 313. Synthetic Series 313. Size 3. Say the bristles are probably 3/4 inch long, maybe closer to an inch, and it's got good thickness to it, so it holds a lot of paint. Braden162, are you excited for the new Eldar range? Elden Ring? I don't know.
Depends on what you're talking about. Darth Cinema, just started building my B1 battle droids. I will never complain about Games Workshop plastic models ever again.
God, I gotta build some of these things.
Yeah, this is the stream to talk about Legion.
I don't know though. I think I love the battle droid so much. I think I gotta save that for after I've done everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making good progress through my Rebels. I have some Imperials in the works, and then I'll probably do my clones, and then I get to do the battle droids. And then by the time I've finished everything, it'll probably be about time for Legion to wrap up and just go out of business.
Exactly. And that would happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
By the time I finished my my battle droids, my computer might have shown up.
Exactly. Yeah, we use comedy through pain. That's what we do. That's what we do here at the old EOB Incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
Just part of it. Aaron, are Lego Stormtroopers usable in Legion?
Basically, I actually would love to do a battle report where I use Lego Star Wars models instead of the Legion models. It would work fairly well. They're pretty similar in size, and I could build all of the tanks and vehicles and stuff. So I think it'd be hilarious.
That's coming out tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Exciting. Alex YT. Aw, is Legion dying? I'm literally painting Corbin bases for my core box.
No, it's not. I think it's doing quite well.
But that's what's going to happen to Jay.
Yeah.
So just so everyone's aware.
And technically, no game is dead if you have a copy of the rules, some minis. I guess you really don't even need the minis, and someone willing to play it with you.
Darth Cinema. Roger, roger.
Captain P, how does a Star Wars Legion versus Warhammer 40k Battle Report sound like? Like, what's the difference? One of them's 40k and one of them's Legion.
Damn, that's a big difference.
They're not crazy different from each other. They don't really share a lot of rules. I really kind of like how Legion does a lot of things. One thing that I think is that 40k does a little bit better is vehicles. I think Legion is a little bit clunky when it comes to their vehicles. I think you and your opponent kind of just have to decide that we're both going to do our best with vehicle movement in the game. Because the movement system that works so well for infantry just barely works for vehicles. Jason Ray. Legion killed my Imperial Assault. Yeah, it did. Mark the Frog. Pogs.
Yeah.
Lucky Pat. Alternatively, if you have no one to play games with you, all games are dead.
Yeah. That is true.
Champ Styles. Darth Maul with 4 squads of B2s and Tactical Droid is a pretty formidable list. Oh god, it is. Darth Maul's good. All the Jedi are a problem. The heroes in Star Wars Legion are like redonkulous. Except for Jyn. She's okay.
She's so okay, she's a lot less points now.
Yeah. She dropped almost half.
Because she's really okay.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it also has to do with she's an older model, and a lot of other things have come out since then that are way better too. Just classic power creep. Which is fine. All games are going to have power creep. Because you want the new thing to be cool. And if it's cool, it has to have new rules. And the rules can't be the same as the old rules.
Mm-hmm. Alex YT, my dream is to have 2 800-point Legion armies so I can loan one out to someone.
Yeah, there you go. It's a good idea. Right now I probably have probably close to 1,000 points of Rebels, and I have like 400 points of Imperials. Painted. I have more models physically.
Mm-hmm. IOIT, the firing arc mechanic for vehicles is a bummer for making custom bases.
Yeah, a little bit, and just moving those gigantic bases around. And the engineers I think they kind of did a bad job of making the slot the tolerances on the slot are way too tight. Often, when we put the little slot in the movement template, it gets stuck, and we physically have to yank it out of the dial.
Yeah, it's not good.
Jason M, would you paint metal Tyranids on stream? Yeah, possible. Of course, I don't really pick what gets painted on the stream. The Patreons pick what I paint.
You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. So it's almost like everyone should join the Patreon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. How crazy. Yeah, get glued.
House YT, I think the Legion plastic bag method for keying the different poses is pretty fun, though. Yeah, I like Legion minis. They're good. Good stuff.
I hate them. They're bad.
And they should feel bad.
Yeah.
I recently got the big ol' Rebel transport bus, which is a really, really cool model. Actually have two right now, because I have to return one because it didn't come with the paper products, the cards and tokens.
I can't wait for this compressor to not work or something.
Or it's really loud.
Yeah, but what's nice about this is we can blame Mondateur for suggesting it.
It is true.
So that's just kind of a fun thing that we get to do.
I mean, this is a real compressor from a real company, not just a China compressor with branding on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Spray Gunner. You're so good, and yet your compressor sucks so bad.
Rest in peace, Compressy. That needs.
When we get the new compressor, we should smash it. I have
Yeah,
the sledgehammer.
We could do it in slow-mo.
We could! Oh, maybe. You know what? Maybe.
Yep. I mean, what else are you going to do with it?
Yeah, I can't sell it because it's literally broken.
Yeah. I mean, that smells like some good Patreon. Or is there a, if you have a video?
There could be a video in it.
Yeah.
It'll be like that moment in the movie Office Space.
James Styles. Jay got the party bus.
Yeah, party bus. Which is great because I usually run Fleet Troopers, and apparently the Fleet Troopers are great with the bus because then you can get them right up close to the enemy. And I think the bus actually lets you transport models without having them get wounded every time the transport takes damage, which is rough.
Interesting.
Aaron, do you think that the old Star Wars action figure vehicles are in scale? I might have the Star Wars Transformers around my house somewhere. No, I don't think they are. If you're talking about like the Kenner, like the 2 1/4 inch figures, I think they're too big. Empty poles broken. Office Space, the old compressor. Yeah, I think I might. SYT. The only bummer about the Patriot 105 is that it's got a 5mm attached instead of a 1.8. Well, yeah, but you can buy whatever size needle nozzle you want for not that much. I think needles are like $5 and nozzles are $4. Lucky Bat, you should auction it. It's an EOB feature.
And you could buy a barely working airbrush compressor. I'm still trying to find my front boobies.
Mark the Frog. I used to have the old Han Solo plus Chewbacca Millennium Falcon. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was like a Transformer, and it was the Millennium Falcon when you put it together, but you actually tore it in half, and then half of it transformed into Chewbacca, and half of it transformed into Han Solo.
I found it.
Nice.
Now I can put together 9 of them out of 10. There we go. The Dark Knight Prinny. At my old job, I got to smash an old tube computer screen. So satisfying. Alex YT, you should paint the compressor with EOB branding. I'd pay for that. Perfect.
Sephiroin, any tips on thinning paints? Every time I try to paint, it just gets beady and goes on terribly instead of just being more translucent. You should watch the video called Perfectly Thin Paints in 2 minutes, or How to Thin Your Paints in 2 minutes, where I go through exactly my strategies of how to thin paint. But basically, yeah, you want to add in water slowly. You don't want to thin your entire drop of paint. You want to reach into your drop of paint that's on your palette, drag some of it out of the drop, and then thin that. And you usually want to thin paint as you go. And yeah, if it's turning into water, you probably want to thin it less. And another way that you can kind of help to give your paint a little bit more structure while thinning it is adding matte medium, which is kind of like a thick see-through gel.
I have plenty of that kind of gel, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Bought a lot of matte medium, that's why.
Skitari, when are we getting battle reports? Tomorrow.
Exactly.
Mark the Frog, I had a job a few years back that was pretty much being a one-man scrapyard taking copper out of air conditioning units, pool heaters, and whatnots. Neat.
And then he goes on to say, it sucked. Yep.
Dart Cinema, I'd love to see a Halo miniatures game. Honestly, the Brutes would make amazing tabletop miniatures. I know there used to be a Halo tabletop game, but it ended years ago. I think for Halo 3, there was a TV commercial that featured Halo miniatures, and I actually watched like a seminar with the guy who made that, who was like one of the big names in 3D printing. And he was responsible for like figuring out that entire advertisement and rendering and printing all of the figures and painting them. It was super, super crazy cool. There's like a famous Halo miniatures commercial.
Mm-hmm. I remember that commercial.
Yeah.
Being on TV and stuff.
And you had to like behind the scenes of him working on it, and apparently him and his production house, they actually like went out into the parking lot and had like a mock war and took lots of photographs, and a lot of those moments ended up as scenes in that commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Halo's cool. I actually bought a bunch of the Halo games so that I could maybe play them on my new computer.
Yeah, let's see if it updated to Monday instead of not having any scheduled date.
Mm-hmm.
It still says Saturday. It still says at 9 p.m.
I bet it comes. I bet it comes at 9 p.m. on Saturday. Maybe it means next Saturday?
Well, it says January 8th.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this so much.
Maybe it's
This is
out for
so
delivery.
funny. It's not. God damn, I love it.
Jam Styles, Jay, your fleet troopers are gonna smash. It can also be a cheap ass and safely transport R2 to the enemy deployment zone, snag that free victory points, and bring them back. Cool. I do need to get R2D2 and C3PO because they're fun. Mark the Frog, I would pay way too much money for a kit for the minis from the Halo 3 Believe commercial. Yeah, that guy was super, super cool.
He also doesn't. Why was he here? Why was he there?
To talk to the architecture students.
Oh, yeah, but why?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
It's around, I guess. I mean,
guess.
He doesn't do that anymore. He actually works with the company that 3D prints shoes. He's like the research and development guy.
Just as exciting.
It is. You know what though? It sounds, because he talked about working in the industry and working on like the Iron Man movies, and it sounded really fun, but it also sounded like an unbelievable amount of responsibility and work. I bet working for a shoe company is super chill, and you make way more money.
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is one of the big things about working in entertainment.
Yeah.
It is your life. It becomes your life.
Jam Styles, I remember when HeroClix did Halo, and they even made a gigantic Scarab Walker. Ooh, cool. Burn Toast, never played Halo, but it sounds cool. I've never played it either, but I've actually read some of the Halo books. When I was little, I read some of the books, and they were cool. I remember reading a really interesting chapter about the construction of their vehicles, or of their spaceships, and that they actually build the control center of the spaceships into the middle, and then they actually use computer screens to see outside, because if they had windows, the windows could get damaged and everybody would just go flying into space.
Guitari. You know what I would overpay for? EOB merch.
Yeah, EOB merch.
Well, you're in luck because it's gonna happen soon.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to get the screen printers have to just check over the design real quick.
Eons of merch.
Eons of merch. And we have 2 designs that we're gonna start out with.
And if this goes great, oh, we got more in the pipeline.
Oh yeah.
We got our whole studio working on it. So we got all of our best peeps.
Exactly.
All of him.
Yep.
Working on it.
Exactly. Yeah, there's all you gotta do is ask sometimes.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. And you never know who's around who can just do anything, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy that when we were trying to do everything ourselves, it didn't get done. And then when we just gave it to people who were way better at it than us, it all of a sudden became a thing.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. How crazy.
Mm-hmm. God, is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. George Gajardo, who the hell did you buy a PC from? Gateway?
It's from Newegg.
Mark the Frog, Jake got a PC from Wish.
Exactly. The Dark Knight Prinny, I missed out on your cookie cutter and I'm sad about this, but this year I will for sure get one, and if you have merch, I'd buy it.
Ooh, nice. Well, you're gonna be doubly in luck.
Yep. You better believe it.
The thing you can find. I love the Halo books. Fall of Teach is my favorite. I wonder if do you mean Fall of Reach? I assume you mean Fall of Teach.
Mm-hmm.
Skitari, what red is that? This is Citadel
Red.
Corn Red.
A classic color.
Mm-hmm.
That is that's a good red. You know, it's the bad red. All the Vallejo ones.
Yeah, they're not great.
They're poopy. They're weird. They don't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. Jurgen, hey Jay, I'm painting the Grey Knight kill team, and I'm basing them in a stone temple setting. I want the temple to have a Cthulhu Madness kind of feel. Any advice? Yeah, that sounds dope. Do we have a video on that? We do have an okay video on how to do like old stones by using pink insulation foam. Boy, that's an old video.
An old one. Yeah, that's 13-year-old Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, welcome to EonsOfBattle.
That's what it sounds like. That's a recording of Jay way back when.
But I'd say put on a bunch of texture paste. You know what? The marble, our marble effect, painting easy regal marble effects for basing. That could be a good place to start, and then you maybe stipple on some texture, and that's your basis, and then you work up from there.
It's a good idea. Sean, can we get an EOB t-shirt or hoodie? We are going to do t-shirts, but I'm looking into the hoodies, and if they have, I really want some nice crew neck sweaters.
Yeah,
That's what I like. That's what I would wear. That's the next step, because we've only done stuff based on t-shirt, but I think it wouldn't matter. I think they could, whatever we wanted, we could do. Just got to get the pricing. Kitty favorite conspiracy theory. Whenever we do the
there's
battle
so
reports.
many. That is a good one. I mean, 9/11 did Bush.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a fun one. Aliens, control of the world, Men in Black.
Yeah,
There's
lizard
so
people.
many. Yeah, lizard people. There's so many good ones.
Yeah. Tanner Bowlong. Nick, the crew necks are an excellent idea. I'd like one more to add to my 16 crew necks. See, I love them. I already have a bunch, and I think it would work. Ooh, Mark the Frog, exclusive EOB banana hammocks. I'm gonna write that down. And we might. It all depends on everything, but we might keep it simple for like this month, and then maybe next month we can go a little bit more insane, because we've never done this before. We don't know what we're doing, and we're besides the artwork, it's all this other stuff's on our own. Alex YT. Also, EB merch is an instant buy, and in 3 months it'd be covered in paint.
Yeah, that's how it should be. I'm so excited to see people's reaction to one of these shirts. I guess both, but one of them in particular.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait. Yeah. Once the t-shirt printing is approved, then we're going to share with the Patreon members first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you listen up, peeps. You got to be on the Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Mark the Frog.
Mark the
Birds
Frog.
are totally real, guys. A likely story.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Ooh, Adam Hansen. EOB painting apron when?
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That is a. That's a. I'm gonna write that right down. Honestly. That's awesome.
Ooh. Oh God, I'm sleepy. Luckily, we're gonna be done streaming in an hour. Skitari, when you get your PC, you should play Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus. I think it is the best 40k game. Definitely not biased or anything. Ooh, I do know that there's a bunch of new cool-looking 40k games. I know there's the Mechanicus one that looks dope, and then there's the kind of like XCOM-like Necromunda game. I think I'll probably have to give both of them a try. They look neat.
Is there a lot of logistics? Because that's the only type of games that I can play.
Oh no, it looks like you'd hate them.
Yeah.
I would love to know what you think about XCOM.
Yeah.
2.
Because I love logistics.
Because I adore the game part of it, but I kind of hate the base building and stuff.
That sounds like right up my alley. That sounds like the best part for me.
I don't know, but I think you're gonna be disappointed. I think it's not because it's not good base building. It's just weird. Like you can't really tell. I can't tell at least if I'm doing a smart move or a bad move. Like when I pick things to research, or I'm like, okay, I've just upgraded my armor, but was that the right armor to get? Is it better than other things? Is it worse than other things? I don't know. I just can't really figure it out.
Yeah.
Chat. I'm sure plenty of people in chat have played XCOM 2. How do you do the? How does the game work?
No, everyone on the stream, on the chat's a giant nerd.
Yeah.
I think that's a for sure.
Because I love the game, the actual like moving your guys around the grid, taking shots at the aliens. That stuff is super fun, and I get it. I don't get the researching and building new rooms in your base and what things do what and how should I be spending my time and resources. I have multiple scientists, and I don't know what that does. I get that you can make engineers do things, but supposedly scientists just speed up research time, but it doesn't seem to actually do anything.
Is this PC only?
No, I can play on my Mac.
Okay.
It's like one of the few games.
One day when we have time, you should just show me.
Yeah.
So what? In a year from now, 2 years from now?
Yeah. Mark the Frog, I have the Adam Savage apron, and I can vouch aprons make hobbying that much better. Oh, the Adam Savage apron looks sick. Although isn't like it monstrously overkill for miniature painting? Because I feel like for miniature painting, I'd want something really, really light. You know, basically just something to keep the paint off your clothing. Like the apron I have right now is really kind of more of a woodworking apron. It's made of a heavy canvas that could like stop you from getting cut or scratched, but it's heavy and hot, and it's really not the thing to use for painting. The thing you can't find. XCOM 2 is great, but all of the mods I play with stopped working. Mini Warmonger, if you're talking XCOM, there is only the original 90s one. Andy Crimson, XCOM 2, how does it work? That's a broad question. Is it though? See, but why? That's why I get really frustrated with the base building and the upgrading and stuff, is I can't figure out what anything does. like, I get customizing my characters because, if I give somebody a cool grenade, I get to use that cool grenade in missions, and that's great. But, like, building a new energy room so that I can add more towers to the map, I don't get what that does. I don't get the strategy behind that. I don't know the logistics of it. Making your engineers build rooms versus manning the rooms. I don't really get what that is or why I should be doing it. There's too many buttons. There's 4 different resources, which I hate. Just make it 1.
Oof, that sounds fun to me. 4 different resources. Next, you're going to say you have to do fluid handling. That's a Factorio joke for everyone out there. I think the worst part of Factorio is the fluid handling.
It's hard. The fluid handling is always the bottleneck.
Yeah.
You've always got like, oh yeah, I'm making like 60,000 steel sheets a minute, but I can't get enough plastics into the robot factories.
God, plastic is hard.
I remember one game I had, because usually you try to go really heavy into plastics because it's like one of the most important resources, but you have to separate it from your oil, and so I had like 50 tanks full of excess oil because you only need a third of it to make the plastics, and I didn't know what else to do, so I just kept making more tanks that just sat holding oil. Andy Crimson, multiple scientists speeds up research times, yes, which is important for studying new technologies to build your new squads, but I have 3, and it seems like the research times haven't gone down, they keep going up. Like, when you start the game, it's like, oh, this is going to take 4 days to research. And I played it on Christmas, so I played it for like 6 hours on Christmas, and like by the end of playing, it was like, oh, this research is going to take 16 days. And I'm like, but I have 4 scientists. Why is it taking 16 days? I don't know. I didn't get it.
I need to play this game more than anything.
Andy Crimson, engineers are needed to build new rooms and in some cases operate those rooms at higher efficiencies. Those include the power generator and armories. But what, like, I know that the armories and the other ones let you buy other things, but I never really figured out, like, do I build the armory? Is that a better choice to build than building the Guerrilla Tactics Center? And is the Guerrilla Tactics Center has some upgrades and other buildings have other upgrades, and is it important in terms of which order I do them in? Do some of them rely on the others? I don't know. I feel like a big dummy because I remember YouTubing like how to play XCOM, and all of the YouTube videos are how to play the actual game of moving your characters around the grid and shooting aliens, and that makes perfect sense to me. I get that part. I'm good at that part of the game. I cannot figure out the actual, you're at the base, what do you click on? Have you tried reading, Jay? I would love a manual. I'd love a manual. There isn't one.
Manuel?
Remember when video games in the CD-ROM case, you'd like pull out the cover and it would be a little booklet of how to play? Those are great.
I want to play this game more than anything now. Now that we're talking about all this stuff. I love this.
Andy Crimson, the reason it takes longer is because the technology gets more complicated. But it should at least tell me what's happening. Like, it should tell me, oh, if you have 4 scientists, research is 20% faster. Because right now it just says scientists 4, it's going to take 16 days to research. Is that good? Should I buy more scientists?
Right. I mean, I guess, because like Factorio, it tells you everything.
Everything.
You add this many speed modules to a thing, it's this fast, this percentage faster.
Yeah. In Factorio, it tells you in simple terms and complex terms.
Yeah, that is true.
Alex YT, lol, talking XCOM is bringing on the hangover faster.
Yep. I want to play this game now. I want to play it. I also want to play Factorio and FTL more than anything in the world.
BJ McMurray, 3 scientists. Those are rookie numbers. Well, I don't know. It's hard to get scientists. Also, in XCOM, I'm always out of money because I don't know how to make money.
Well, I'm going to play it on a mechanical keyboard and you can't stop me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my mechanical keyboard and play it.
Like, I don't know how to make money. I know you get money throughout the game, but you also have expenses. And it's hard to keep track of what your expenses are versus your income. Because it's like, oh, you're going to make 400 money. But then you don't seem to get that. And I'm like, is that because I'm spending too much money on my expenses? Or what? Why didn't I receive the money that I thought I was going to get? And I just don't get it. I don't get the base building in XCOM. Skyfox713, fewer the days, the better. Yeah, I definitely get that time, like time is a big factor, but I don't know how to use my time effectively. Sean, I hate games that make me do tutorials instead of just giving me the instructions. You know what game has an amazing tutorial is Fallout New Vegas, because you don't really, it's an open world game, but you don't really realize it, but the place you spawn into is kind of the tutorial. And if you just explore the first area, you kind of get how to do the game. Like it's set up with some basic missions, and if you talk to people, you figure out exactly how the side quest mechanics work. It's absolutely brilliant. But you can also just leave. It's really, really cool. Yeah. Now that's a really good game, unlike XCOM 2.
Damn.
Now XCOM 2 is really fun. I love the fighting. I just wish I got to only do the fighting and maybe some really, really simple base building and stuff.
Everyone's screaming right now. Sean, oh great, Nick and Jay are going to disappear for 2 weeks. Just go gaming.
Yeah. Mark the Frog, just use console commands to give yourself infinite money, Jay. But that's not, I want to play the game. I just want to know how the game works. Because like, it wouldn't be that fun to fight the aliens if there's no penalty for losing. Oh, and what's great is in XCOM 2, it's there. All of your characters have permanent death. So if you lose a guy on a mission, he's just gone now. And it's rough sometimes. You're like, pancake! You get to name your guys.
Oh, good. I was about to ask.
Yeah, you can purchase or obtain recruits, and then they'll like come with a name that's like real, but then you just get to do whatever you want. And you can customize them and like give them mustaches and things. It's great.
Remember Peaches?
Ah, Peaches!
Yep. Peaches was the old Terraria character.
Jam Styles. In the town of Agua Fria rode a stranger one fine day. Andy Crimson. Jay, your opinion is noted, but you are wrong.
Alex YT, I like EOB streams because instead of the chat trolling the streamers lightly troll the chat.
That's kind of true. You know, though, no one's explained to me what I'm doing wrong in XCOM. I mean, apparently too few scientists.
I think it's hard to know with you know. I mean, it's not like
a
single game.
But I think you're supposed to get oh god, what's it called? The Guerrilla Tactics Center really early so that you can have a 5th member of your squads. And then I think armor is a good one to get, because when you start out the game, your guys can get easily one-shotted. So you want to get that armor. And sometimes missions are just brutally hard, which is great. Like, you'll have 3 missions that you just absolutely cruise through, and then you'll have a mission where it's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's no winning on this one.
Are you far in the game?
I don't know. I've explored a lot of the territories, and I've done a couple of the black events or the red events. Because the whole game, there's like this scary meter that's going up. And if the meter goes all the way up, I think the aliens win. But if you do certain missions and you keep winning, you can remove some of the bar.
Ah, okay.
That's like counting down to your end.
Andy Crimson. Jay, you need to stream this with me in the background. For tips.
There you go. That's an idea.
Yep.
Lucky Bat. When Jay gets his new computer, you'll never see him again. No, I'll just never sleep again.
Yeah, there you go.
Mark the Frog. I started New Vegas and left town to immediately get ganked by giant scorpions. Ah, I love. There's 2 roads out of the town you start in. And what's great is one road is pretty darn safe, and the other road you immediately will get destroyed by Cazadors. 100% of the time, you'll just die. And I love it. That thing you can't find. Jay, did you chain your builds? Oh no, is that an XCOM thing? Do I have to chain my builds? I don't even know what a builds is. Or a chain.
I love this.
Andy Crimson, you want to be especially masochistic? Name your soldiers after your friends. What are some of my XCOM soldiers? I have one soldier called It's Nerf or Nothing. I think he died. God, I haven't played in a while.
I've got a confirmation from Lucky Bat that I probably wouldn't like this game. So that's interesting.
Yeah. Oh my God, what was I? What funny things were in my head on Christmas? One of my characters is called Jeffrey Dahmer because he had aviator glasses. I had one character called Twitch Streamer because he had green hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I would like really, really like my characters, and I would start not sending them on missions if I thought there would be like a danger of them dying. Mark the Frog. My trooper's gun is currently 3 feet from the enemy, and an only 65% chance to hit. Yeah, the hit percentages are rough sometimes. Like, you could be literally standing directly in front of an enemy with your character's gun literally clipping into them, and it'll be like 80% chance of hitting. But that's what I love. I absolutely love the actual fighting because it's all about like figuring out when to take risks and when to like not risk things. And often there's a turn timer, so you kind of are forced into doing things that where you would prefer to be playing a little bit safer, but it's like, I only have 7 turns to complete my mission, so I just gotta throw my guys out there and hope for the best. I absolutely love the actual game. Tanner Belong. Didn't the aliens win anyways? At least that's what I remember from the most recent game. Yes, in XCOM 2, you start off after the aliens have won, and you're trying to like retake the world from the aliens. Getting bored. When using a stupidly small brush, my paint dries before I can even get it from the palette to the model. Any way to slow that down? Yes, use a bigger brush. That's just kind of the nature of small brushes. Is there's less paint, there's less surface area, it's going to dry pretty darn fast. Brookie, is there a better strategy for painting orange on black? Someone said to paint a gray, but I'm thinking of using orange contrast before layering with some Troll Slayer orange for my nids. I don't think contrast is going to do much for you over black. It's probably going to tint the model a little, but you want to apply contrast over white or light gray. I think, yeah, painting the model with painting the areas that you want to be orange gray first will definitely help, because orange paints tend to be really transparent. If you have an airbrush, it might be really good to zenithal your model with some white paints, black primer, white paint, and then apply your orange to the white areas. Then I think your contrast paint is really going to do something.
Yep.
React Bear, hey Jay, I made a kit bashed orc, and I call the Space Marine Hunter. It has a Space Marine backpack and pauldron. That's really cool.
Love that.
One of my orcs has an Ultramarines shoulder pad. SYT, completely unrelated, but hot take: Dryad bark is the best base rimmer. Ooh, I love Dryad bark. Dryad bark is like brown, dark brown, with a little bit of like purple in it.
It's a nice color. Do you think that the person that makes the paint, like for Games Workshop, is called the paint chef? And they like stir the vats and stuff?
I like to think it's called the maestro.
Oh, that's totally what it is. Actually, that's a whole operation, making the paint.
That thing you can find in XCOM 2. If you put the same building next to each other, you'll get boosts to those buildings. How would anyone know that? It doesn't prompt you to say, oh, if you build 2 guerrilla tactics next to each other, you get better guerrilla tactics.
I really want to play this game. I want to know if I like it. I want to know if it's horribly confusing.
I like to think Nick would agree with everything I'm saying.
I hope so.
That thing you can find. Overwatch is your friend. Oh, there's no better feeling than getting all your guys in the perfect spots, and then you pop them all onto Overwatch, and then you take that one shot with one of your guys to alert the enemy to your presence, and then they move, and then they all get to take an Overwatch shot, and you take out like 3 or 4 aliens in one turn. Ah, it's amazing. Jam Styles, what would be the worst death? Getting killed by Cazadors, eaten, or shredded by the Gene Stealers? Boy, Cazadors are giant hornets, but the Gene Stealers will have basically lightsaber fingers. That's pretty hard. I think neither option is good. I think I'd give it to the Cazadors because they're scary bugs. And they're so fast. I mean, I guess the Tyranids are so fast, too.
I like the Zerg.
Zerg are fun. Daniel Bear. Hey, Jay. Get good.
Yeah, just do that.
That's true. That's true.
And
I haven't been doing a good job of that.
And you wouldn't have any problems.
Mm-hmm. Monitor. Oh, I'm gonna have to go play XCOM now, I guess.
Yeah, this is the problem. Problem with talking about games. Now I just want to play games all the time.
PJ McMurray. That's the exception. Workshop power comms are all additive. Oh, so the guerrilla tactics doesn't get a bonus, but other things do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, XCOM 2. Boy, though, do I love going out on missions. Risking my guys. My crew. I love it when you're like, ooh, you know what? Maybe I'll sacrifice this guy so that I can pull off this thing. That's always the best. And the worst. Ooh.
I agree. Mark the Frog. Goblin Green over sand plus PVA glue is the only valid base material with Abaddon Black Rim. I agree. That's how I base all my minis.
Tanner Ballow Long. Yes, let's all go play XCOM and get it faster than Jay gets it. Well, I mean, he definitely will, because I haven't played since Christmas.
I've never played.
Mark the Frog. What's the worst Chaos Legion to come up against? I don't know.
All of them.
I guess Death Guard? Because you get poisoned, or you get, like, sick and murdered? PJ McMurray. It sounds like you and Nick need to tag team the game. I can't imagine it has a 2-player.
Well, someone has to backseat drive.
That's true.
That'd be me. I'd backseat drive. Way more fun. It's way more fun to backseat drive than it is to play the game.
You're doing it wrong. What are you doing?
That's way more fun than playing the game.
When you miss like a 95% chance to hit. Why did you miss?
And then the friendship will be ruined.
Oh no, you know what game Nick and I have to play? There's this game where you have to disable a bomb, and one person gets to see the bomb, and the other person gets to see the instructions for the bomb.
Oh.
And you have to explain to the person what to do. And there's a timer.
Oh, that'd be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
So one person has to be like, are there 3 batteries on the left side? And then the other person has to go find them maybe, and then it's like, okay, you gotta flip the second switch. But only if there's 3 batteries on the left side. Were there 3 batteries on the left side? Yeah, it looks like a super, super fun game. That would honestly be a good party game, unlike those things that we had to play.
Jack in the Box.
Oh god, Jack in the Box games suck. Remember how much instruction they had to give you to play these dumb games?
Yeah. The only one that was fun was the T-shirt one, where you could just draw dicks every.
Yeah, that was the whole game. Is you just draw dicks on the T-shirt.
Yeah, and whoever drew the biggest dick won. Basically, what it was. Yeah, that one was fun, but meh. And I hate trivia games. I don't know anything. I don't care. Who cares? Like it's not that stuff like that sucks.
Lucky Bat. Stardew Valley. Oh, Stardew Valley is great. I like Stardew Valley. It's fun. For me, it only works with multiplayer. Otherwise, it's not fun enough. I'd rather be like shooting aliens than tending my crops. But I feel like with 2 players though, it's really fun because I feel like then it starts to get like a little like competitive. Like, ooh, I bet I can get a better yield than the other person. Ooh, I'm gonna grow this crop, which is just has better outputs. I bet I can get married to a villager first.
Right, Brian Red Song. Remember how much instruction they gave you to play this dumb game? Says someone who plays tabletop games.
Well, tabletop games are a different thing.
Yes, they are different. You don't want your video games to be all instruction.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I mean, I love Call of Duty, which is barely a game. It's just it's like a movie that you just get to interact with.
Shoot and
yeah, you just sit there going like, eh, as you're just pew-pewing, running around, just not even making like conscious decisions, just letting your lizard brain take over.
Yeah.
Love it, because that to me is relaxing. Like when we started Eons of Battle, and all of a sudden I'm making decisions and thinking all the time and coming up with stuff and painting and writing scripts, and I'm like, I don't want to figure out fluid handling in Factorio. That's hard. I want to do something easy.
Mm-hmm.
And Call of Duty is easy.
Alex Whitesey, I can't wait for EOB gaming streams. Gonna be hype in addition to painting because that's soothing.
We're gonna do it. I just have to get at my computer.
Yep. So yeah, if it doesn't come on Monday, everyone gets to call the USP or call UPS for us. And,
yeah. And say, why doesn't Eons of Battle have their computer? And they're gonna be like, what?
Yeah. Who? Who is that? Exactly. Adam Hansen, Quiplash is the best Jackbox game. The rest are pretty meh. Which one was Quiplash? Was that the one that was the trivia?
It sounds like the trivia one.
It does. I hated that.
I thought the spooky one was dumb too.
Yes, that one's dumb.
It wasn't even. It was barely a game. I feel like whoever made that game made a fortune by fleecing people. Because I feel like just the pretty pictures and presentation makes it feel like there's any value at all, even though there isn't.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, taking turns playing Pong would have been more fun.
Yes, it would be.
Than all this dumb stuff.
I mean, again, Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens, so much fun.
Because there is something nice about having a game that is just there, but you're really just chatting about your lives or what's going on or catching up,
making fun of your friends. Yeah,
it's nice to have something to do, and I feel like Exploding Kittens might be one of the most perfect games for that.
I think so. Yeah, another problem with the Jack in the Box games is that they're all like timed, so you don't have time to be like, oh, so you're working over on the. No, you have to be drawing your dick on the T-shirt. You can't chit chat.
Right. Yeah.
Brian Rotzog. when probably to when I said that Call of Duty is easy. Brian Rotzog, you're easy.
Damn.
Mark the Frog. Hey Jay, some of us can't afford the bank loans to have 40k minis and a hard drive that can hold modern Call of Duty. Oh, I didn't say anything about modern Call of Duty. I'm getting Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from like 2010.
And you're not getting it, you already have it.
I already have it, yeah. Because I used to be able to run it on my Mac before Apple decided that I could no longer be allowed to.
Yes, and that's what it was. It was actually Apple decided that you specifically could not play it.
Yeah, they dropped 32-bit support because of me.
Yeah, it's weird, really vindictive and crazy.
The Dark Knight, Primmy. Well, I'm calling it a night. Night, y'all. Good night.
Night.
End stream. Beep boop.
Lucky that. I bet they're great for gatherings where you have to interact with people you don't like.
It's true. It's a nice distraction.
And think about it, like, I always kind of imagine, like, you know, you go to a party with a bunch of theater people.
Oh god.
And they all make their T-shirts kind of like cute and nice, but then you're the one that makes it disgusting, horrible.
Yeah, that could be kind of fun.
That would be the perfect situation. Brian Red Sox, that's a lot of red guns.
Yeah, it is. I mean, each guy has 2.
Are you saying that you didn't make any female Centurions?
I guess technically I didn't, because I guess none of my Space Marines are ladies.
Well, that's not really that inclusive.
It's not.
Do you feel bad about it? Because you should.
I do.
Okay. As long as you feel bad about it, that's all that I care about.
Man, nothing gets people riled up faster than mentioning female Space Marines.
You do it all the time?
Actually, that's impossible. Because the gene seed is not compatible with ladies. Oh, really? And what's a gene seed? It's the thing. It's the made-up thing for the made-up thing.
That might be some of my favorite comments of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Is whenever you you say female Space Marines and people leave some fun comments. By the way, the computer's still coming today at 9 p.m. So.
Oh, good.
It
should be here any minute.
An update. Adam Hansen, I gave your mom my gene seed.
Maybe that's why people get so upset, because they see the gene seed as jizz.
Yeah, probably. Although jizz makes ladies too.
That's true. I guess I always thought of gene seed as like a seed, like an actual seed, and it grows into whatever the organ. Yeah, it grows into the acorn of a Space Marine. Champ Styles, I think one of the best games for shooting the shit is playing Uno. Oh, Champ Styles, you need to get yourself a box of exploding kittens.
Yep.
That's fun.
It's like Uno. It's similar kind of idea, but it gets way more vicious, and that makes it way more fun.
Yeah. Imagine if anybody at any time could play a reverse card.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Oh God, is it fun? I played it. I don't know how many rounds we played on Christmas Eve with my cousins. We probably played 12 games of it, and we were just screaming the whole time. It was so much fun.
Lee Quinn, there aren't female Space Marines because people didn't buy them when they were a thing. Yes, that is true. Although they were available from like 1997 to 1998. So it would be interesting to see what would happen today. But also, the models all look like garbage.
Yes. Except for the orc cheerleaders. Remember those?
Yeah, I do remember
really
those. Lucky Bat. They get it from Gene Seeds Are Us.
Exactly.
Halo White Dude, I think there's a chance we might see female Space Marines one day. Yeah, I don't know. I think they probably won't, just because it's so established that there aren't, and most people don't care. But I just love the vitriol that people have against it.
Mm-hmm. It is very funny.
I think if female Space Marines exist, they're going to be for chaos. I could totally see that because literally for 10,000 years, that one guy, the Slanesh guy,
George
Fabius Bile, he's literally been doing billions of experiments trying to make Space Marines. So I feel like he would be the one to figure it out. And he's a Slaneshi guy. He'd make Lady Space Marines. So I think that would be a really cool way to do it. He's an equal opportunity Space Marine maker.
That's a really fun idea. I like that. Equal opportunity Space Marine maker. Really, he's a hero then at that point.
Yeah. Andy Crimson, Malkador mentioned to the Emperor that the Primarchs should have been women because they wouldn't be so competitive. The Emperor thought he was joking. He wasn't. Yes, I remember that. From researching, because I do have a script in the works on female Space Marines. But yeah, good old Malkador. He was like, when the Primarchs are all bickering with each other, and he's like, I told the Emperor to make you sisters because it would make you less combative. He thought I was joking. Andy Crimson, ask me about my Femme Tech Marine in a Death Watch campaign. Neat. What's going on with your Tech Marine in the Death Watch campaign?
Joe Runge, Jay, Lady Chaos Space Marine team, or get the fuck out.
Nick Shipley, but aren't Space Marines basically warrior monks and as such only allow men to enter, same as you don't get male nuns? No, they're not warrior monks. They're just like warriors. There's like a brotherhood component to them because they have like the no girls allowed rule, because supposedly the gene seed doesn't work with women. But no, they basically, Space Marines are just like the most violent and tough children, and then they're taken as hostages and then psycho-indoctrinated to be essentially like ultimate warriors.
Is there like a TV show that they're on beforehand?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Mark the Frog. The Demonculaba is technically a female, and at one point a Chaos Marine comes out of them. Oh, the Demonculaba. Probably one of the dumber things in 40k.
Next, you're going to say that squats are dumb.
No, squats are awesome. Andy Crimson, my Tech Marine was meant to be a rational, calculating one in the group. Imagine my surprise when she became the berserking weapons platform. Nice. Tanner Ballalong. To be fair, guys, there are 2 missing Primarchs. So while it may not be canon, they could have been females because they are your dudes. Yeah, pretty much. The missing Primarchs. Well, technically they're not missing. They're like dead and vanished. Like all information about them has been purged, and really that's there just so that people have the total freedom to do whatever they want. But I've heard, what's also funny is, because I've done a fair bit of research on the Lost Primarchs, and there's two schools of thought. One of the schools of thought is that there's very little to almost zero information on them to allow people to do whatever they want. And it's exactly the opposite of that, where it's actually that's not what it is about, and actually it's just a big secret that will one day be revealed.
That's not what's going to happen, though.
No, they're never going to reveal it.
And they're ladies.
Yeah. Daniel Bear, F in the chat for my granny who just died. She bought me my oldest Games Workshop models back in '09. She was truly one of the Emperor's finest. Aw, that's too bad.
Yeah.
But that's cool. It's cool that you got your model. Celtic Rain, question, favorite Primarch? I don't know. Matarian.
Magnus. Champ Styles, female Marines, bring me the female Sloppity Bile Piper.
There you go. Oh, I love the Sloppity Bile Piper. What a fun model.
Sloppity Bile Piper. And just a fun name. Imagine coming up with that name.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a fun name. I bet you get a big old raise if you come up with that name. A couple of pounds. Your dad. What is your least favorite faction?
I don't know, like regular Eldar. Maybe Tau.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think they all have their little something about them.
Except for the Tau.
Except for the Tau, yeah, obviously.
No, I think the Tau are cool.
Yeah, no, the Tower.
I don't know. I would try some Pathfinders kill team.
Little Patty finds.
Mm-hmm. Tanner Barlong, Magnus did so many things wrong, but also Big E was a bad dad.
Yeah.
Bad dad. Bad dad. Oh, did you know that we're live?
We are?
Yep.
Oh no!
Just so everyone knows.
Oh my god, I've said so many things I regret.
Yeah.
Let's take two. Let's take two, everybody.
Take two. All right, we're live.
Woo!
All right. Did the Games Workshop release anything today?
I don't know. Did they?
Nah,
I didn't even look.
I don't know if they did. Nobody said anything, so I'm gonna guess they didn't.
Yeah.
Tupperware, Terry. I'm finishing up a devilfish right now, and man, the sculpt is feeling its age. Plenty of sanding.
I bet. Yeah, the Tau were kind of one of the first modern armies that had a lot of plastics and stuff. But now they were the first, so now they're the last. Warhammer community. What's going on with Games Workshop? Oh yeah, the codexes.
Oh yes, the codexes. I saw that. I did see. I did look at it today.
Huh? The cover of the Adeptus or of the Custodies is kind of interesting. I feel like it's almost like in a different art style.
Warhammer community. This is because they're gold.
Just a little different, but it doesn't quite look the same.
Pre-order now. Damn, it's pre-ordered. Oh, I see what you mean a little. I have to turn off my night shift.
Damn! I love the Gene Stealer Cult Codex cover. That is the grimmest, darkest cover they've done in a long ass time. Oh my god, I wish the Magus looked like that. That is so cool. It's got like Elizabethan like ruffles and corsets and things. It's so cool.
I feel like they didn't try very hard on the Custodes one.
No, I feel like they paid like somebody on Fiverr like $60 to paint some Custodes.
I mean, it's better than that.
But look at the Gene Stealer Codex
yeah, the
cover.
Gene Stealer one,
Damn.
Yeah.
Also, there's like 50 dudes in there.
Yeah.
Not
they
3.
Really crammed them in there. They really crammed them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, and the data cards, sick, and the dice. We're forgetting about all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some Warhammer blade board. Bladeborn.
Are those new
like...
minis? You don't really get to see them.
No, this is dumb. Well, I guess you click on the link and you get to go to the pre-order.
Ah.
Oh, or you're not. You get to go to their website. Wait, this is dumb. I don't get it. You clicked on the wrong thing. Game in the box. Yeah, there's no Grotz though, so who cares? New year, new army.
Oh, it's got like some like kind of barbarian-y people, and it has oh, just chaos. Just some chaos.
Interesting. Oh, there's some Black Library stuff. Everybody's excited about that.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there's people out there who just like, they're like, ooh, a Black Library book's coming out. I gotta pre-order it. I gotta get my copy. I gotta go home and read it.
I mean, it's not me, I would say. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I've never really, maybe I just need to, I'm not in the right circles. But I always feel like the people like the book has to be out for a few years and then people are, read it.
Yeah.
There's so many.
They've these cute little like grot cartoons. But I don't know. I don't understand them. I like literally don't understand them at all. I guess they're just cute. I guess that's just what it is. Just four little panels. Lazy Bum, Jeans Are Called cover is sick AF.
It is so cool. Man, I wish that's what the Lady Magus looked like. I mean, I like the Lady Magus, but it doesn't look that cool. So you got 15 minutes. I wonder if I can shade all of these guns. The answer is no, but I'm going to give it a try.
Well, at least you don't believe in yourself. Lazy bum. I read on my Kindle these days. Don't got room for piles of paper books.
Mm-hmm. God, if we had like a device that I could read a book on.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait until there's a device that reads books to you. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
You could call it, I don't know, like an audiobook kind of a
Mm-hmm.
thing. That'd be pretty neat. Yeah, I'm an inventor. I like to invent stuff. So, that's what I just invented. Stern Merc. Jay, do you think Tau will get a refresh of their basic troops with the release of the new codex? Pathfinders and Firewarners look tiny right now on the table.
No, I think the current Pathfinders and Firewarriors look great. I think they're supposed to be small. Tower little guys. Yeah, they're definitely not gonna bulk them up.
There's no Primaris Tau? Is that what you're saying?
No. If anything, they're probably just
No.
gonna make like some new
Smaller.
vehicles or mechs.
They should make them smaller.
They should. I think because like guard have always been like it used to be everything was the same size. An orc was the same height as a guardsman, which was the same height as a space marine, which is the same height as an eldar. And now they're actually doing it so that things are in a scale. So like space marines are super tall, orcs are medium tall. You know, guardsmen are human sized, and Tau are small sized, pint sized, if you will.
Lee Quinn. How annoying would finding rules in an audible codex be? Oh my god. Ooh, Alex YT. Nick invented brick and mortar stores in the Patreon stream last night for all who missed it.
That's true.
I did. It's pretty exciting. Oh yeah. Lazy bum. I was skeptical of e-readers in the past, but after reading on a friend's Kindle, I was sold. Is that I'm assuming it's the like the normal Kindle with like the e-paper screen? 'Cause I could see enjoying that more than like just a normal screen.
Mm-hmm. I saw somebody made a really, really cool dress out of that stuff.
Oh,
I could like instantly
you know
change
what?
color.
I feel like I've seen this. Yeah. Sean, I'm trying to make 10mm figures that don't look like lumps. Not fun. Mr. Green, do you think Eldar will get a new patrol box, and do you think any of the models from the current box will be refreshed?
They don't currently have a patrol box, right? So they definitely will get one. I would probably bet it comes with like a wave serpent, and then like probably the new Rangers and maybe new Dire Avengers. I bet we get new Dire Avengers. The Dire Avengers are barely looking better than the Rangers.
Right.
Or not the Rangers, the
Guardians.
Guardians.
Let's see. Let's look at these Eldar. God, I'm using the phone. Oh God, why does this suck? It's almost the same, but it still sucks. I guess the website has to work like this. Sometimes, because there's so much, like I went to GamesWorkshop.com, then I went to 40K, and then I'm trying to like find the categories that I want.
Mhm.
Sometimes just by doing that, I forget what I'm looking for.
Yeah. God, I also hate how you have to uncheck categories if you
Yes,
want to
it's
stop looking at them.
It's
It should
dumb.
really only let you look at one category at a time. Like, how often are people like, ooh, I really want to look at Tau and Space Marines?
Right. Wow, the start collecting sucks.
For Eldar?
I
Is
mean-
it still the Bikers one?
No. It is. Give me the names. You get a Farseer, 5 Wraith Guard, a Wraith Lord, and a Warwalker.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you don't
These
want,
are-
if you don't want to go
I-
hard into Wraith, it's not anything.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's like the worst thing in the world. I'm just, you know, it's kind of a weird pick for your first Eldar stuff, I feel like.
Yeah.
They also have a Craft World Army that you can buy, which is almost the same thing, but you get a Wave Serpent and you get Guardians, but it's $188.
Hmm.
It's not a deal
Mm-hmm.
what those things cost added up.
That's what I think about it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Grey Knight is cool, though. I like the Wraith Knight.
Mm-hmm. I'm more of a Wraith Lord person.
Mm. Gotta be different, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the Avatar of Cain.
The current one.
Yeah. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
If they change it, I'll be pissed. You know, if they change it, I'll never play Eldar again. You heard it here, folks.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? You'll sell all your Eldar models.
Yeah, I'll sell all my Eldar models if they change the Avatar of Cain. Every single one of them. Hell, I'll ship it out right now. I don't even care.
Boom! All shadowed.
Damn.
I
We
didn't
have
do the
7
great.
minutes.
I didn't do the greatest job shading them. But that's okay because I'm gonna be weathering the heck out of them too. But I think that's gonna look a lot nicer than just metal. Just metal gun.
Mhm. Alex YT. I can confirm Nick will probably no longer play Eldar. Yeah, for some reason, Alex YT knows that.
Well, see, you got the inside scoop there.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, sell them all to buy the new one, if it comes out, right? Nah. Although the new ones are cool. I like the belly buttons. I like the thongs.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the first thing I noticed. Like, you know, besides that they're red and they look nice, was thong? Belly button? It's very weird. Like in any artwork, do they have thongs like that? Like where did these come from?
I think they might. I don't remember. Mr. Green, Eldar kill team. Eldar are in kill team, and you can play them. You can take Eldar Guardian Defenders, Guardian Normals, Rangers, and Dire Avengers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and our friend Ben has Eldar that he just left at my house.
Yeah.
So if we ever need to play Eldar, that's a good way to play Eldar for free. Sean, the belly button is just WTF. It's weird. I don't get it. It's fun. I like it though. Imagine the wash going in there. It's fun. Again, I can't wait for people to do belly button rings. That's gonna be really a fun thing.
I mean, why isn't there a belly button on the ab ones?
Yeah, I feel like it would just be too much. That's probably why. Like it'd be hard to have the deep creases of the abs and the belly button.
Jerry Bays, I dug out Magic the Gathering stuff, but I really want to paint/try out Warcry. What should I bring? Got the basics: knife, files, brushes, small army painter, wet palette. Paints, would you bring? Oh god, I don't know. Whatever, you need to look at what you want to paint, and then pick colors based on what you want to paint. If you want to paint, green Chaos Warriors, and you probably want green.
And it's hard recommending a set because you might not need all the colors in the set.
Yeah. Ooh.
So anyone watch that baseball game last night? It was pretty sick.
How is there still 3 minutes?
God, that's so funny.
All I want is to go to bed and have my computer.
Yeah, you really shut down. Damn. Yeah.
Mark the Frog, Elder go to war in vacuumed latex warsuits. Pretty much. Pretty much.
But it bothers me that the gal models don't have abs too. Wouldn't they also have abs?
Yeah. I guess their abs are under the armor, whereas the men have armor that accentuates the abs.
Yeah, it's just very interesting. Lazy bum. I paid for a hobby stream, and I'll get a hobby stream. That's the truth right there. And I mean, we have a big day. We have a big day of defeating Sean tomorrow.
Yes.
So that's like the whole thing. Mark the Frog. Jay, do you ever sign your work?
No. I know I painted
it. You did kind of sign one recently.
I did. Yeah, we sold
one.
Sold one. Sold a meanie.
Sold a mini soda.
Maybe when we have a website, we should just put some of my models up.
There you go.
Just after all the t-shirts.
You can do that.
This random guy.
$5,000. And it can be yours. No, what we should do is we should sell NFTs of your miniatures.
There we go.
That's the real. It's the real thing right there.
And it's the NFW, NFT, TNT, SVD, PCP,
SMID.
And on that note,
it is 12 o'clock.
It is.
And that means that it's Betty Bye time for us because we gotta go to bed and beat Sean tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the whole goal tomorrow.
Oh, God,
if we don't beat Sean, then we'll never stream again. So we'll never
God.
stream again.
I have to get up early. I have no idea what any of the Kill Team stuff is.
Yes. Yes. Alrighty. But we had a bunch of videos out this week. A Patreon episode and more stuff. Join the Patreon. Got a bunch of STLs up on there. But we'll be back with another live stream on Monday at 9 p.m. Central. So join us for that.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being here on the long stream. Woo. Good night.
Good.